cameras have caught it. Words have been said. Stuff like that, in private.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you are. You should know in this house things are going to get out. So, it gets to the point where it's like, well, you've crossed the line. What are you doing, And then I'm sucked in with emotions and stuff because I'm saying things how I feel, and I'm putting myself out there. Last night I asked her then, I was like, where do you see, us after this, She's like, I don't want to look too far in the future, but, would you want to, hang out and stuff after this, or what? And she's like, well, in here, this isn't real life. I was like, huh,
Oh, so my emotions are fake then, too.
Yeah, it started, and I put it on the front, and I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, well, you know what I mean, you could be a certain way in here, but outside, you're different. And that's basically saying to me,
she doesn't
I don't
trust
trust you.
Who you are, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, all I'm going to say to that is, I am who I am with you, take it or leave it, and that's it. And then today I just kind of it just hit me, I just tried to suppress it, and then today I was just like, wow.
I noticed you were kicking it by yourself all day.
Yeah, just because I didn't, I started to think about it, and I was just like, fuck it. And then she came up nothing was wrong, and blah, blah, blah. Because, the funny thing was, then, she said that last night.
I know. Do you have the remote?
No. There's someone outside here. So she said that last night,
Mm-hmm.
And then she, frozen.
No, he put it somewhere really weird. Anyway, keep going.
So she came, that happened last night, and she said it, and I was just kind of, perplexed.
Mm-hmm.
Then she came over last night and slept, sat in my bed. Then she came over this morning and slept with me. I was like, all these mixed signals, it's messing up my head. And, I know she doesn't trust me, and I'm just like, how? How can you not, I told you, verbatim, I go, I'll go before you go, blah, blah, blah. I go, I'll look out for you, don't worry. I go,
Mm-hmm.
I go, I want to see certain people get to the final whatever. And then be it as may, I'll fucking, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about, I want to see Zach go, I want to see Caleb go, I want to see Jen go. And then it gets to, be 9 left. And it's okay, free for all, There's certain people I want to see do stuff. Because you can tell who's real and who's fucking faking and shit like that. And, she just doesn't trust me. She doesn't believe me. She was like, why would you even come here if you weren't in it for the money? I'm like...
Were you like, do you have to trust that's the person who I am?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, you gotta... I go, do you think I want to come on TV and be a fucking dickhead and, just look like a fucking idiot and let my parents back home and everyone back home just think I'm a disgrace?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the guy who, kind of like a Robin Hood, steal from the rich and give to the poor. I want to look out for good people.
Yeah.
I don't want to come on TV and be like, I'm gonna go in the diary room and be like, I'm like that Boogie or whatever last year. I'm fucking this chick and she doesn't know that I'm fucking her over. Why would I do that? That just fucking compromises everything. I've been
and plus, it just proves that you have no soul when you leave
exactly.
here.
Sweet, you have $500,000, but everyone hates you and you can't be trusted by even your own family members. So it's to the point where it's why would I do that? I'm like, this is a fun opportunity. Have some fun along the way, meet some people, certain people. It's not like when I get out of here, I want to hang out with half these people,
Yeah.
There's certain people that I want to develop bonds with, and it'll be sweet after this,
Yeah.
We'll have that same thing. We'll be like, yeah, BB8, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And, maybe more than that, who knows, but... And I know where her head's at, but it's just the mixed signals are fucking with me.
Well, you have to think for her, too. She's like...
Yep.
This isn't real, but this is all that I know right now,
Yeah.
But it's not real, and I have that person out there that I haven't spoken to in a month.
And at that same time, though, I'm thinking, I gave you the ultimatum. I said, any choice that's made is going to be by you.
Yeah.
And I basically put it out there and said...
You kind of said, I'm here for you.
I said, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
You make your own choice. You're grown up,
Yeah.
Do whatever. And then choices were made, and now it's this isn't real life. And I'm like, okay.
So that was her choice, though, was just to say this isn't real life.
She said this isn't real life. The verbatim.
It's not the fun dick that we all know.
Yeah. God, Kale's annoying.
So you know what she did tell me today, though?
What's that?
She said if I stay this week...
She's going to put Zach up. You told me that, right?
Yeah, she's going to put Zach up if she wins HOH. And she said if anybody else wins HOH and they need a pawn, put her up.
Against Zach?
Yeah.
She's like, this isn't real life. We're inside, a
Well,
closed...
tell that to her boyfriend who's out there watching.
Yeah. But and even in the DR,
Yeah.
I don't even address anything with Danielle and I.
Yeah.
I state, just like if somebody around here asks me, I state what my opinion is. I like Danielle. I don't know where her head's at. I'm not going to go into, thinking for her and saying what's on her mind because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
All I can say is how I feel. So whatever.
She's in a tough spot, too.
She's in a very tough spot, and I acknowledge that. But
she should take you into consideration during that.
Yeah, because other people's emotions are at stake and stuff like that. And whatever. Like I said, what happens, happens. If I get burned, then it's my fault because I let it happen. But I ride the emotion wave way too much in my life.
Yeah, but at least you give yourself the chance to do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You let yourself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking that's not me. I'm not gonna back away from my emotions, and shit like that. I want if I like where things are going, I'm gonna let it go and see what happens. And Kayla just kind of pisses me off with trying to add fuel to the fire, and
She is?
Well, not yet, but she told Danielle, she's like, I'm gonna tell you everything about Nick the day before I leave, because she thinks she's leaving this week, or whatever. Yeah. And Danielle's like, she's so dumb. She doesn't know that I knew from the get-go that you were hanging with me and that you were going to burn them. Mm-hmm. I go, yeah. I mean, so Danielle knows that she's lying, Kale's a liar and stuff like that. Or Kale honestly believes that I've been playing Danielle the whole time. Because, unless she honestly believes that, but she can't. Who can go and hang out with somebody for 24 hours straight for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that good an actor, And the diary room says it all, because that's what's going to be put on TV. That's people's real thoughts. You can say one thing to one person, you can say it to the opposite person, but in the diary room, I'm obviously saying how I feel and what I'm up to. So, I mean...
I'm sorry you're going through it.
It's cool, dude. Nothing's going to hurt me worse than when I was with my ex of 3 years or whatever, and got burned. But it's just I'm like, God, how did I get sucked in again to this? And, I just got out of it 2 months ago, and now I'm sucked in another one. But that's just how it is. And I was talking to Amber just because she feels just Amber. She's like my sister.
Yeah.
And she's an awesome person.
Mm-hmm.
And when she gets emotional, I feel so bad, and I want to hurt people who make her emotional,
Mm-hmm.
It's why are people fucking with her?
Who's fucking with Amber?
She was, complaining about Dick, messing with her, talking shit. I'm just I go, don't fucking change up who you are.
Yeah.
If you want to cry, cry. Fuck people,
Yeah.
I was like, they're your emotions. Fucking do what you want with them. And she's like, she came over to the hammock, and she's like, are you mad at me? I'm like, no. Don't ever think that I'd ever be mad at you. There's no way I'll ever be mad at you.
And not say something about it.
I was like, there's nothing you could ever do to her.
Mm-hmm.
You're too easy to read.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't do it. You couldn't hurt me.
Something's up with her today, though. She's not herself.
Man, I know. Her and me both, people know. Just because of the fact, too, that we're two of the probably most outgoing, personable people in the house, along with you,
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, both of us are kind of secluded today and just out of it. So people are going to, know.
See, the thing is, though, I want to go up and talk to her, but she knows that she can come to me with anything, Yep. And I don't want to press her because then she just gets more agitated.
Yep. And that's why it's kind of good for her and I just to talk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because we're both in kind of the same spot.
Well, it's a tough place when, she really likes Dick, but the past 4 days of him being HOH has been unreal,
Yeah,
the things that have come out of his mouth and the person that he is being HOH is not fun.